Oh, hello, guys. I'm so excited to be here at the Great Egyptian Museum. Let's take a look at some artifacts. We're at the Tutankhamun. When the coffin was first opened, a triple string necklace of gold and faience beads was found hanging across the mask's throat under the beard, suspended from two small holes on either side of its neck. One of the most famous objects in the world, this mask protected the head and shoulders of Tutankhamun's mummy inside his coffins. It shows a perfect vision of him as man, king, and god. Over here, we got this sailing boat model. Sitting under the canopy, the owner is shown at a larger scale than the others to indicate his importance. Next, we got the ritual boat model. The deceased tomb owner sits under a canopy and listens to a funerary spells read out by a priest. Another one is a rowing boat model. A soldier with a cowhide cover shield is on the lookout for danger so that the 8 oarsmen can row in peace while the pilot steers the boat. And here we got the Nefri's boat models. These two models were found together on top of the sarcophagus of physician Nefri. One was to travel south while with a sail, and the other to be rowed north aided by the current of the River Nile. This is the boat model of Mesati. This model probably commemorated Mesati's pilgrimage to Abydos, an important ritual for those who could afford it. Masitas in a white cloak sits with attendants inside a columned cabin, while a priest recites prayers and a crew member keeps watch at the front end. These pots include fair-necked bottles and shallow cups. Small, rounded drinking cups are the most recognizable form of pottery on Middle Kingdom sites. These are from a cemetery northwest of modern Giza. Red-slipped pyramids, ware jars, bowls, and bottles were common in royal burials during this period. Resins used as cosmetics. Many of these vessels were found in the tombs of Middle Kingdom princesses. The oval basin with floral decorations were perhaps used to hold bread or fruits for a special banquet. Some vessels of this pottery type were made in the forms of plants and animals, including bird and fish. Large jugs were much rarer than small juglets. Originally from the Levant, this pottery type was produced in northern Egypt and exported as far south as Nubia. The juglets held perfume or other precious liquids. The shapes and decoration patterns changed over time, and multi-phrase sites like Abaris, Tel el-Daba, archaeologists used them to date the different layers they excavated. Polished and fired, these black and red color juglets are closely related to decorated udaya ware from the same period. Jars containing exotic products, including olive oil and perfumes, arrived from countries around the eastern Mediterranean region through trade. Their shapes were copied in Egypt using local clay. This brightly colored pot with fancy floral decoration was found in the southernmost part of Egypt. This is the food production model. Wooden miniatures placed in tombs showed scenes from an idyllic rural life, including farming and food preparation. They were designed to provide a comfortable afterlife for the dead person. And another one, we have the farm life scenes. This tomb relief shows men netting birds, carrying jars on a yoke, and measuring grains out of a silo. Such daily life scenes were meant to provide food in the afterlife. Next, we got the mummy mask and net of Hakamseth. beaded mummy nets were introduced at the beginning of the late period as an extra layer of magical protection for the dead body. On this fine example, the effect was enhanced by a golden mask, broad collar, and gold sheet figures of guardian gods and winged goddesses. Tutankhamun's mummy was originally buried within 3 nested coffins. The gilded wooden outer coffin has a rishi or feathered design. It remained in the sarcophagus in his Valley of the King's Tomb until 2019, when it was removed to gem before being placed on museum display for the first time. The middle gilded wood and colored glass coffin is also rishi style. The inner coffin is made of soil gold and is an outstanding example of ancient Egyptian craftsmanship. Next, we got the sarcophagus. Gods who protected the dead are carved on the lid of this human-shaped sarcophagus. 4 were the sons of god Horus, who were guardians of mummified organs. And here, guys, this is one of the most outstanding statues, called the kneeling statue of Queen Hatshepsut. The kneeling royal statues have been produced since the Old Kingdom, but Hatshepsut's sculptures were the first to make them in over life-sized forms. Large statues offering new pots to the state god Amun lined the processional path in her mortuary cult temple. These troop models show marching troops of Egyptian spearmen holding large shields and Nubian archers carrying bows. Nubians were known for their archery skills and perhaps helped Mentuhotep II's southern army to defeat their northern rival and so reunite Egypt. This is the royal Kachi. High priests of Dynasty 21 reburied New Kingdom rulers in a secret location to protect their bodies and use the same tomb for themselves and their families. A large image of the god Osiris was painted inside the outermost coffin of Nesembtwe, linking her with the king of the dead and ruler of the underworld. On the coffin lid, several images of the Sekra beetle, a symbol of rebirth, were painted among the middle. The board covering the mummified and wrapped body of the owner, like on her coffins, she's shown wearing large earrings. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour with me at the Great Egyptian Museum. Bye!